What's up, everybody? I am sitting in a 2024 Volvo V90 cross-country B6 Ultimate, which means this thing has a 2-liter turbocharged and E-charged 4-cylinder engine that produces 295 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque with a 48-volt mild hybrid system that adds about 11 horsepower to that. This thing is a big wagon, masquerading as an SUV because it's a little bit lifted, with some plastic on the sides, but overall, this is a brilliant car for what I'm perceiving as a really reasonable price. As option, this thing comes pretty fully, my press car at least is very fully equipped, and it rings up at $73,380. This has additional features like the insanely impressive $3,200 Bowers & Wilkins premium sound system that I must say is probably the best that I've ever heard. You can turn it all the way up without any distortion, and you have all these crazy features like the Gothenburg Concert Hall mode where you're totally enveloped by the sound. But base standard with the Ultimate trim, this thing only costs $64,750, which is like reasonable for a vehicle of this size with this level of luxury. Let me start my GoPro. Ooh, that would have fallen off and I would have been sad. Out on the road with the Volvo V90 B6 Cross Country Ultimate, driving this sweet long roofed wagon that's a little bit jacked up is a very pleasant and luxurious experience. I have to say, so many cars nowadays are trying to do everything. They're trying to be luxury, they're trying to be sport all at the same time. And this just feels like it is aimed at luxury, it stays in its luxury lane, and doesn't compromise much with the luxury side of things. Driving it through twisty roads like this, it's incredibly capable. It's just not, it's not gonna encourage you to push harder. There's a lot of body lean in the turns. It doesn't have any drive modes aside from off-road mode. So there's no sport mode, there's no sport plus, there's no dynamic, there's no nothing. You get what you get, and you can change the steering weight, however, between light and firm, but it doesn't give you any feel in either mode. I just leave it in light because it adds to the luxurious experience that this car kind of curates for you. As you can tell, it's very well isolated from the road. You hardly hear any wind or road noise. You get occasional tire slap going on, some tire noise if the road is like lots of broken asphalt. You'll hear the tires, but it's never overwhelming, it's never too much, it's never really disruptive, I would say. Overall, isolation from road and wind noise is very well done. The brakes driving this Volvo are incredible. They have to be the best brakes that I have felt in, honestly, most cars that I've ever driven, including sports cars. They just grip and clamp and bring down this big old wagon from speed in a way that's very admirable. Contributes to the overall very safe and solid feeling of the car. It's a Volvo, it's got beautiful seats that keep you very comfortable. They do have, these ones have a massage function, lots of adjustability in under thigh support. You have adjustable side bolsters. It's a great, very comfortable, very quiet, very luxurious vehicle on the inside. Material quality is exceptional. Soft touch materials that are squishy and not hard plastics, all the way down to the rear seat, the bottom of the rear doors, which is an area that's so frequently overlooked by manufacturers. And given the price point of this thing, it starts at 60-something, 63-ish, $64,000 before options, and I think that that's a great price for the level of luxury that this vehicle provides. And space. There's tons of space up front for me. I'm 6'8". I'm all legs, but I haven't found myself wanting for room up here. Back seats, there's not crazy amounts of room. It's reasonable though, if you're not my size and if you don't have the seat all the way back, then the front seat's all the way back, then there's plenty of space in the rear for anything you need. There's also climate control vents back there, both in the back of the center console here and in the B pillars for maximum comfort in the back seats. This giant pano sunroof is a really wonderful choice. I love a sunroof, so it's catered to me. Luggage space in the back is also very significant. It's, again, not gonna be as tall as a crossover SUV, but it is a very deep luggage space. You can fold the back seats down flat. You really don't find yourself wanting for much. This is a very luxurious, capable, versatile vehicle that gets great gas mileage. You get high 20s on the highway, mid to low 20s in the city if you're not jumping from every stop. I think Volvo's fallen behind in a lot of consumers' minds in the sense that they haven't really brought out anything super new and groundbreaking from their older models like this, the V90 or S60, S90 even. And so they've kind of fallen out of the forefront of consumers' minds. However, they've been doing a lot of work on the low, basically. They've been tweaking everything as this platform has been around, and increasing user friendliness in this touchscreen, and increasing sound deadening, and increasing refinement of the powertrain. This thing has the V6 engine, which when the platform first came out, these cars had a turbo and supercharged 4-cylinder called the T6. This is now the B6, since it has a 48-volt mild hybrid system that accompanies the turbocharger. So it's called turbocharged and E-charged. The mild hybrid system adds about 11 horsepower, and I must say, stop-start system is beautifully isolated. You cannot tell that the system is operating. Ooh, let's take this one. I had to stare at the tachometer to watch the engine kick on so that I knew that it was happening. It's very, very well done. I just really, really like driving this car. I like living with it day to day. It's very easy to get along with. This little twist button engine start stop situation down here is nowhere near annoying, which I kind of expected it to be. It's super easy, super straightforward. Falls naturally to hand when you first hop in the car too. And when you park the car, you don't have to turn it off necessarily. So you park the car, put it in park, and open the door and it'll turn the engine off. It's you don't have to turn the car off itself, which I've enjoyed. It feels very user-friendly. But at this price point, I think that this offers a really unique and compelling combination of speed, of luxury, of quality, class, style. Gives you everything you need. And as equipped at 73 grand for this thing, you get massaging seats, you get cooled seats, you get this insane Bowers & Wilkins audio system that if you like loud music, if you are an audiophile, if you're a freak about that stuff, then you need this car, I have to say. It's really tough to beat. But overall, I really, really enjoy this vehicle. I'm very impressed by it. The platform doesn't feel old. It feels very modern. Volvo's done a great job keeping it updated. Well done. More people need these. I don't know why more people don't have these. Go out and buy a wagon. You'll love it, I think. I think you really will.